The 17-year-old victim that escaped had been working on a plan with her siblings to escape this abuse for more than 2 years. She escaped through a window and took one of her siblings with her. That sibling eventually turned back, became frightened and turned back, and went back into the house. The kids are relieved. Yes. I'm sorry.
You mentioned that
all the victims have now been examined by doctors and medical professionals. All the victims were and are severely malnourished. Specifically, severe caloric malnutrition associated with muscle wasting. To give you an example, one of the children at age 12 is the weight of an average 7-year-old. The 29-year-old female victim weighs 82 pounds. Several of the victims have cognitive impairment and neuropathy, which is nerve damage as a result of this extreme and prolonged physical abuse. None of the victims were allowed to shower more than once a year. Those journals are going to be strong evidence of what occurred in that home. Supposedly homeschooled, the children lack a basic knowledge of life. Many of the children didn't know what a police officer was. The 17-year-old, when asked if there was medication or pills in the home, didn't know what medication or pills were. About the only thing the children were allowed to do in their rooms or chained up was to write in journals. We now have recovered those journals, hundreds of them, and we are combing through them for evidence. Answer that question like that. Let me go over here. Yes.
Mike, you mentioned there was another sibling that escaped initially with...
It appears that no one noticed what was happening. Part of that is what I shared with you at the very beginning, is that the family, these individuals, slept all day and were up in the middle of the night, all night. They were up all night, all of them, for the public's help, not only here in California, but in Texas. Someone must have seen... They're relieved, I will say that. They're in good hands. They're being cared for. They're all in the hospital. Their well-being is being looked at. Their health is being looked at. They're in good hands. As far as where they're going to end up, I don't know. We are going to do everything we can to assist them through our Victim Services Division, and hopefully they'll be cared for throughout this process.
As if the younger children suffered more abuse, or as they got older they suffered more.
I mean, we're not robots, and this is difficult for everybody that sees these images and hears these stories. So it breaks our heart, but we're professionals, and our goal here is to seek justice, protect the rights of the accused. That's another thing that we have to concern ourselves with, and protect these victims. But ultimately, our job is to go into court and seek justice, and we're going to do that. Thank you very much.